Good evening, and it's time to wake up. I am Micah Earth Spirit, and this is the Dew of Light. Tonight, I wanted to talk about what is authenticity. What is authenticity? I think most people think that they know what authenticity is. It's being real, it's bringing my true self, and I think that's true. But I also have found in my journey with authenticity that there was a point where I thought that I was being authentic, and I think all the layers of my life, I've been being as real as I could be with myself. I was never trying to be fake, but there was something inauthentic that came through about myself because I actually didn't really know myself. And as I've been working on being authentic, I realized that authenticity is actually a really deep knowing of myself. Authenticity starts with knowing my motivations, with looking deep within, why am I doing this? What am I doing? And asking myself a lot of questions. It's really getting real with who I am and then allowing that to come forth and bringing that into the world. This weekend it's been Thanksgiving, and I got to spend a lot of time with family, and it has really been the most amazing Thanksgiving I've ever had. And the reason for that is that I feel like my whole family showed up with this amazing authenticity. We asked questions, there was curiosity, there was so much sharing and listening. Authenticity is realizing that I don't know everything about everyone, even people I've known my whole life. My grandmother has so much to tell me and share with me. And she listened to me and learned and shared about me. Authenticity is it's asking questions, it's getting curious, it's revealing my truth to people and assuming that they're going to be okay with it, showing my real self even when that's uncomfortable. I have a little nephew. He is, I'm embarrassed because I don't know his exact age, but I'm going to guess he's about 9. And I just started reading this book. Maybe you've read it or you know about it. I'm really curious about it. Extraordinary Knowing. And it's kind of about the journey of our mind and inexplicable phenomena. And that's another time. But I was talking to my 9-year-old nephew about this book and just like how things happen sometimes and we don't understand them. And it's like, you think that somebody's going to call you on the phone, or you think about someone and then they just call you, and it's psychic connection. And he was like, I don't know, this sounds fishy. And we just had like a real adult conversation about it, and about like, is there magic in the world? Is this a real thing? And psychic abilities, like what's that? And I just thought, I'm having the most profound conversation with my nephew right now. And it's so out of his realm. And it's like weird to be this truthful and honest with a child. But he was really understanding me. And I was like, oh, this is authenticity. Like, I don't know what anyone else's reality is, and all I can do is bring my true self all the time, and they're either going to find that interesting or not, and that's okay. But I think authenticity it's not shoving my beliefs onto someone and needing them to validate and receive me, but it is showing up with my real self and receiving people where they're at also. I do think in the journey of authenticity, sometimes I have to be really discerning. Like, there's a time and a place. I don't need to walk into a crowd of people who are completely different than me and like take off all my clothes and get naked and be like, I'm authentic. No, not the time and place. But there is maybe a right time and place for that. And I use getting naked because I think authenticity is really like bearing ourselves. It's really getting naked in an emotional or like verbal sense. And sometimes that could be physically also. And I've learned as I like pursue body acceptance and body positivity that getting naked also is a form of really being authentic and doesn't have to push people or create, these standards that we have around nakedness. It's actually just a way to reveal myself and to receive people where they are more fully. And yeah, I think authenticity is really beautiful, because in authenticity, I get to see the real sides of people. I get to see who you are and meet you truly. I can create a space where you can take off your mask and start to reveal yourself. And there's safety there. I don't need anything from you. I don't want to get anything from you. I have no goal in authenticity. Just showing up with my real self and offering that. You can take what you need. You can take what you want. You cannot take anything. I'm going to be here holding myself. And I would just want to meet you where you are in your real self. And maybe you have a message for me or some knowledge. Maybe you don't. And that's okay too. Authenticity is allowing the connections to unfold. It's not judging, not having expectations. Just seeing you as you are, as perfect. I trust that you're out there learning the lessons that you need, living your life the way that you've designed it, the way that you want to do it. And you can choose whether or not you want me to be a part of that. And I can authentically choose whether I want to be a part of that as well. Authenticity is learning to slow down and feel what's really real in me. Bring that realness out. See what's really real in you. When I take off the masks, I find more and more that I'm just comfortable in this world. It was hard hiding so much. I don't like hiding anymore. I like being discerning and knowing when to bring things to the party. And I also like being honest when I'm asked a question. I like standing up for the things that I believe, and I like presenting them, even if I know they're going to be different than what somebody else believes. It's okay. It's okay if our truths don't match. Authenticity is not the same as creating a blanket universe where we're all homogenous and the same. It's just it's like allowing the rainbow of life to appear. There are all of these colors and experiences, and it is a full spectrum of prismatic magic out there. Authenticity is getting to see what that is and allowing myself to be seen in the glory and uniqueness that I am. I think authenticity is a journey, and I'm so grateful for Authentic Relating because it's really given me the tools to investigate myself and bring that journey to life. I am so lucky to be and have found Authentic Relating, circling, and all of the practices, ecstatic dance that I do that have helped me reveal myself to myself, but then also to other people as well. And I'm kind of starting this because I want to explore a little bit more of Authentic Relating with this YouTube channel. And I'm going to be going into the agreements soon. We operate off of agreements in Authentic Relating. I'm going to do a what is Authentic Relating next. But yeah, authenticity is where it begins. And it's also where it's ended. Not that it's ending because it's a process, but it's what I've discovered in the flow. I hope that this maybe brings some clarity about what authenticity is, and maybe even arouses the question, like, what is it for you? What is authentic? Are you being your most authentic self, or is there a place where you don't bring yourself? Maybe you're afraid of judgment, or you're afraid of losing friends. You're afraid of being alone. Is there anywhere that you're hiding your self-expression and your beauty and your uniqueness? And is there anywhere you could bring it more? constantly asking myself this. Always feel like there's still places to be worked on and places I can bring more. And I am glad to be in this authentic exploration with you and with the world. If you like this video, stay tuned, keep watching, like it, enjoy this green space that I'm in right now at my parents' house, being real authentic. This is a place I painted this green many years ago. And yeah, keep following me, The Dew of Light. We're just going to keep journeying and exploring and learning what things are together. These are just my opinions and beliefs about the world, and I feel grateful to share them with you. I hope you have a great night. Stay tuned.